You're struggling to grow your YouTube channel in 2026? What if I tell you there is an easy way for you to grow your YouTube channel in 2026? What I'm about to share with you in this video, this is the exact blueprint big creators are using to blow up on YouTube and to cash out big on YouTube. So in this video, I will be showing you 5 strategies that you can use to grow your YouTube channel as a new YouTuber or a small YouTuber. I call it the 5 secret footsteps for growing your YouTube channel. Stick with me to the end of this video because each and every step I will be giving, it is worth taking because you might not know. Maybe the one step you will miss might be your landmark to your YouTube journey. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kevin, the creator behind Grow With Kelvin. On this channel, I teach both small and new content creators how to grow on YouTube the right way. Everything I share on this channel is my real life strategies I use to grow on YouTube. The things I use that work for me, I come here and share. The ones that don't work for me, I still come here and share with you so you don't make the same mistake. Stick with me to the end of this video. And if you find this as a vibe, like this video and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. So upon you growing your YouTube channel, you need to know the basics of YouTube. The first thing you need to know about YouTube is that you need to pick a clear niche. Decide the niche you want to go in for. Let your niche be clear and focus. After knowing your niche, there is one thing you need to work on, which is your hook. Yes, that hook is the first 10 seconds of your video. I've watched a lot of videos where creators will start by greeting people on YouTube, greeting the audience, greeting people, greeting this one, greeting this one, greeting this one. It doesn't make sense. Your first 10 seconds should hit the pain point direct. If you're talking to someone, hit the pain point direct. If what you are about to share synchronize with that person, the person will stick and watch your video. But if your hook is not strong, the person will definitely leave. The first 10 seconds will determine if that person will continue to watch your video till the end or the person will leave. And the last 30 seconds will determine if the person will return back to your channel or the person will never return again. That is, if the person will subscribe or the person will not subscribe. So you need to take note of these points. Your hook, your first 10 seconds and your last 30 seconds. And the second point here we'll be talking about, as a new content creator, when you just start on YouTube, you need to study your competitors. When we talk about study your competitors, we are talking about studying people in your niche that have gone forth before you. People who are bigger than you and also people who are smaller than you. Because you might see a small creator pulling views of which they have not gotten, like let's say 5 to 10k, 20k subscribers, but they are pulling views. You need to study them, know, check what is working, what they are doing, that the viewers are be attracted to them. Yes, you need to study them and also study those who are bigger than you. You can study 5, let's say you can study 5 bigger channels, like for channels from 70k upward. You can study them and then also study those in 20k, 10k, 5k, 7k. Study them also. Even those who are lesser to 1k in your niche, study them, know what is working, and then you to start implementing. Definitely you will see results. And also check their videos, check their comment sections. Yes, because a lot of people come to comment sections and comment on what they want to consume. Yes, as a smart content creator, whenever you watch a video, go to the comment section. When you see a comment that someone might make a video and make a little mistake on it, someone come to the comment section and give a comment. You as a fast and intelligent content creator will go down to the video, to the comment section. Immediately you see that comment, you know that this is a pain point. And if you can answer that question, that means you are fit in. Study their titles, study their top names, check trending topics and do videos in them. If you don't know how to get trending videos, you can use ChatGPT to generate trending topics in your niche for your next 5 to 10 videos. The third step, which is mind-blowing, is for you to understand the YouTube algorithm, how it works properly. Have in mind that the YouTube algorithm doesn't favor you as the creator. It favors the viewer. So basically, just remove the algorithm in the picture. Just put audience. Any place you see algorithm, put audience. Just put your audience there because the algorithm is equal to the audience. the algorithm push the video to the audience. If the audience are happy with the video, they keep pushing the video. Your title, your thumbnail, your tags, your keywords, they are just there to support your video, to provide data to the YouTube algorithm so that they might know the type of audience you are targeting. So that is why it is necessary, it is good for you to optimize your video very well. YouTube SEO optimization is very important. Use the proper tag for your video. Use the proper keyword for your video. Use a proper description for your video. Your video should not be talking about something else and your description is telling people something else. Your tags are something else. Your keywords are something else. No. If you do something like that, the YouTube algorithm sees it as a misleading content, and such content, YouTube algorithm cannot push such content. So your tags, your title, your keywords, all those things, they should match with each other. Your title should be saying what is in your thumbnail. So proper SEO is very important when it comes to YouTube. The number 4 point here is for you to arrange your record space, equipment, and scripting. Yes, one of the most important things as a content creator, you have to script your video. Whenever you want to record, you have to script it. But there is a tendency that says anyone who scripts what he is learning, he will definitely remember more of it. By the time you're scripting, remember some words to add. But don't just assume that you know everything, because assumption is the lowest level of knowledge. Is the lowest. Don't assume that you know everything, that everything is in your head, everything. No. Because you might come here and you'll be saying something and be repeating things. Yes, but if you script them, you will just walk with the flow. And then if you come to equipment, make sure the equipment are okay. Your phone has a space, enough storage. Your camera is good. You have your stand, you have your microphone, everything is intact. Both of them are charged. Because there was one time I was recording a video, I realized that I have recorded almost 10 minutes without anything recording, because I was filming myself. The space I've already full. I never knew. Yeah, because I was using the back camera. I never knew. And there was nobody to tell me until when I was done. That was when I realized that, hey, that means I've just been saying nothing. So it is good for you to make sure you have space and you have batteries. Your everything is charged so that you don't fall a victim. Yes. And also arrange your space. Make your space clean. If you don't have a good space for, like, inside the house, there's not enough lighting, you can come outside. Like this video I'm filming, I'm outside and you can see it's very clear. I'm outside, I'm in front of the house filming. Yeah, so you can make use of natural light. If you don't have money to buy this artificial light, you can make use of natural light. This is the best light ever. And the last and not the least, which is the greatest point among all, is practice talking on camera. Yes, a lot of creators come on YouTube, but they lack the experience of you speaking direct to camera. Why am I saying so? My first videos, if you check them very well, you realize that most of the time I used to talk, I feel nervous when I'm talking. But with time, because of my consistency and my practicing always develop over time, I'm now confident when talking on camera. I'm no more nervous like before. Yes. So it is good as a new YouTuber just starting on YouTube, practice talking on camera. Talk and later on check if you make a mistake. Find a way when talking, people will feel the vibes from you. Yes, because the energy you have is the same energy you communicate to people. So guys, those are the 5 steps you can take if you want to grow your YouTube channel in this 2026. Tell me which of them are you currently using, or which one are you going to use after watching this video. And make sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell, so anytime I have something like this, I will share with you. And also don't forget to leave a thumbs up so that YouTube algorithm will push this video to wider audience. See you on my next video.